10 yards behind the goal, a ball boy ducked. The goalkeeper never moved, and the ball, struck from 35 meters and heading somewhere into the stands, bent back through the air and went in. It happened on the 3rd of June, 1997, in Lyon. For 13 years, nobody could explain it. Physicists eventually did. But the man who hit it had already spent his whole life doing things that were not supposed to be possible. It started in a small town in São Paulo state. He was born in Garça in 1973. His parents worked the coffee fields, and money was short enough that at 12 years old he took a job in a textile factory. He worked in the day and played at night, on hard ground, in bare feet, with legs that were already too big for the rest of him. Those legs became the story. Thigh muscles that photographers could not stop shooting. A left foot that hit a football harder than almost anyone in the world. União São João gave him his first professional contract. Atlético Mineiro took him next. And in 1993, Palmeiras made him a champion, twice, in back-to-back seasons, in a side where he and Rivaldo owned the entire left side of the pitch. He was not a defender yet. He was a forward who kept dropping deeper, because nobody could work out where else to put a player who ran like a winger and tackled like a fullback. Europe came calling in 1995. He almost signed for Aston Villa. Instead, he chose Inter Milan and scored a 30-yard free kick on his debut. It should have been the beginning. It lasted one season. Roy Hodgson wanted a disciplined left midfielder in a rigid 4-4-2. Roberto Carlos wanted to attack. He was called tactically undisciplined, told he did not defend, and put on the transfer list after a 7th-place finish. Fabio Capello heard Inter were selling him and thought it was a joke. Nobody, he said, could be that stupid. Capello signed him for Real Madrid in the summer of '96. He stayed 11 years, 584 matches, 71 goals, from a left back, 4 league titles, and 3 European Cups. In '98, 2000, and 2002. He invented a job that did not exist yet. A defender who lived in the opposition half, who overlapped for 90 minutes, who was the fastest man on the pitch in the 89th. In the 2002 final in Glasgow, it was his hooked ball from the left that Zidane volleyed into the top corner. The greatest goal in the competition's history started on his boot. And then there was Lyon. 3rd of June, 1997, the opening game of the Tournoi de France. Brazil against the hosts. A free kick, 35 meters out. He took his run-up from an absurd angle, hit the ball with the outside of his left foot, and it left his boot at over 130 kilometers an hour, flying so far wide of the post that a ball boy standing 10 yards to the side of the goal ducked. Fabien Barthez, one of the best goalkeepers in the world, simply stood still and watched it go. Then the ball turned. It came back, clipped the inside of the post, and dropped in. Nobody knew what they had seen. It was called luck, a miss-shit, a once-in-a-lifetime accident. In 2010, 4 French scientists published a paper in the New Journal of Physics that finally described the trajectory. As the ball slowed, the spin took over and pulled it back on target. It was never a fluke. He had been curving it the whole way. A year after Lyon, he lost a World Cup final. 4 years later, he won one, in Yokohama, in 2002. 125 caps, 3 World Cups, 11 goals for Brazil, most of them from impossible distances. The end was not kind. In the 2006 quarterfinal, Thierry Henry scored past him from a Zidane free kick while he was adjusting his sock, and a country that had cheered him for 14 years turned on him overnight. He never played for Brazil again. But over 1,100 professional appearances and an entire modern position say something different. Every attacking fullback who has played since has been measured against him. And a ball boy in Lyon, who ducked out of the way of a shot that was never going to hit him, is still the best witness football has. It was always going in.